Hello. So, guys, today we continue to talk about the first and most popular cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Let's to talk about its creator, Satoshi Nakamoto. Who is Satoshi Nakamoto? No one knows who invented Bitcoin, or at least not conclusively. Satoshi Nakamoto is name associated with a person of or group of people who released the original Bitcoin white paper in 28 and worked on the original Bitcoin software that was released in 29. In the years since then, many individuals have either claimed to be or be removed to be real life people behind the pseudonyms. But as of November 2021, the true identity or identities of Satoshi Nakamoto remains obscured. Also, it is tempting to believe the media's spin that Satoshi Nakamoto is a solitary quasi genius who created Bitcoin out of the thin air. Such innovation do not typically happen in a vacuum. All major specific discoveries, no matter how seemingly original, were built on previously exciting research. There are precursors to Bitcoin. Adam Beck-Hetzer invented in 1997, and supplementary Waydays, B-Money, Nick Shabzo, BitGold, and Whole Finance reusable proof of work. The Bitcoin white paper itself makes reference to Hashcash and B-Money, as well as previous other works spanning several research fields. Perhaps unsurprisingly, many of the individuals behind the other project named about have been speculated to have also had hand creating Bitcoin. There are a few possible motivations for Bitcoin's inventors to keep their identity secret. One is privacy, as Bitcoin has gained in popularity, becoming something of worldwide phenomenon. Satoshi Nakamoto would gather a lot of attention from media and from governments. Another reason could be the potential for Bitcoin to cause a major disruption on the current banking and monetary system. If Bitcoin were to gain mass adoption, the ecosystem could surpass nation sovereign fiat currencies. This threat to exciting currency could motivate governments to want to take legal action against Bitcoin creator. Someone in the perception that much Bitcoin could become a target of criminals, especially considering that much Bitcoin could become a target of criminals, especially considering that Bitcoin is less like stock and more like cash, whereas private case needed to authorize spending could be printed out of literally kept under a mattress. Special consideration: Bitcoin as a form of payment. Bitcoin can be accepted as a means of payment for products sold or services provided. Brick and mortar stores can display a single saying Bitcoin accepted here. The transaction can be handled with the required hardware terminal or wallet address, so QR codes and touchscreen apps. An online business can easily accept Bitcoin by adding the payment option to its other online payment option, credit card, PayPal, etc. Bitcoin employment opportunities. Those who are self-employed can get paid for a job related to Bitcoin. There are several ways to achieve this, such as creating an internet service and adding a Bitcoin wallet address to the site as a form of payment. There are also several websites and job boards that dedicated to digital currencies. For example, one of them is Jobs for Bitcoin is part of Reddit. Also, BitGeeks describes itself as a Bitcoin job board. Risk associated with Bitcoin investing. Speculative investors have been drawn to Bitcoin after the rapid price appraisal in recent years. Bitcoin price of $7,000 on December 31, 1919. The year later had appreciated more than 300% to 28,000. It's continued to surge in the first half of 2021, trading at record height of over 68,000 in November 2021. Thus, many people purchase Bitcoin for its investment value rather than its ability to act as a medium of exchange. However, the lack of guaranteed value and digital nature means its usage and use carry several internet risks. Many investors' alerts have been issued by Securities and Exchange Commissions, the Financial Industry Regulatory Auditory (FINRA), the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau (CFPB), and other entities. The concept of virtual currency is still novel and compared to traditional investments, Bitcoin doesn't have much of a long-term track record or history of credibility to back it, which its incredibly popularity. Bitcoin is becoming less experimental every day, still after only a decade, and all digital currencies remain in a development phase. It is a pretty much the highest risk, highest return investment that you can possibly make, says Barry Silvers, CEO of Digital Currency Group, which built and invested in Bitcoin and blockchain companies. Regulatory risk. Investing money in any of Bitcoin's many guises is not for the risk averse. Bitcoin is a real government currently and may be used for underground market transaction, money laundering, illegal activities, or tax evasion. As a result, governments may seek to regularly restrict or ban the use and sale of Bitcoin, and some already have. Others are coming up with various rules. For example, in 2015, the New York State Department of Financial Services finalized regulations that would require companies dealing with the buy, sell, transfer, storage of Bitcoin to record the identity of customers, have a compliance officer, and maintain capital reserves. And transaction was 10,000 or more will have to be recorded and reported. The lack of uniform regulation about Bitcoin and other virtual currencies raises questions over their longevity, liquidity, and universality. So today we was talking about. Today we got to know, who is Satoshi Nakamoto. We also learned more about risk of investment to Bitcoin. It's all for today. It's ending of part 2. Thank you for watching and bye.